Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing this New Year's Eve makeup look. I cannot believe the year is almost over. It went by so fast. Makeup look for you guys. I hope you enjoy it and let's get on with the tutorial. I'm going to use this Marc Jacobs primer first. It's the coconut primer. It helps with hydrating my skin. Lately my skin has been super dry, especially because of this weather. So I'm going to apply this one and then I'm going to go over it with the Tarte primer, the smoothing one, because it really fills in those large pores that I have in certain areas and also some blemishes. It just makes your skin look very even and soft. So I really like this, and it also, you're gonna be out really late, so you want your makeup to last as long as you can. Because I want my face to look super flawless all night, I'm gonna be using a super full coverage foundation. I didn't know it was gonna be this thick, but that's okay because you know it's gonna last long. This is the Marc Jacobs foundation. It is a little bit too dark for my natural skin tone, but my body is actually darker than my face right now because I fake baked and I don't like using fake tan on my face. Here I'm just filling in my brows. I'm going a little bit thicker than what I usually do it. It's just because lately I guess I've been very impatient with my brows and they've been getting smaller and smaller every time, so maybe I should go and get them professionally done at some point in my life. To do this, I use the Anastasia Dip Brown Ash Brown and a little powder to go over the more sparse areas. Now for the eyeshadow, I'm using these two shades here from Kat Von D Interstellar palette, and I'm using these two purpley satin taupe shades right here, and I'm going to wash them into the crease. It's not going to be a big drastic change, but you just want to add a subtle dimension to your crease so that your transition looks really nice and blended. And then I'm going to take this gray shade right here. If you have a matte shade, that works perfect because I didn't have one and the satin one kind of worked for me, but I would have used matte if I had that. And then I'm using this neutral satin shade right here from the Vice 4 palette, and I'm going to apply that all over my lid. So I'm going to take this matte black shade right here and I'm going to carve out my outer crease. If you don't have an outer crease, if you don't feel like you have much of a crease, this is the time where you can actually create your own. And then with a clean brush, I'm blending it outwards and upwards towards the brow bone. Just because I'm trying to be extra careful, black can get really messy, so I'm going to use a clean separate brush for that. And I'm going to go back and forth between the two brushes to build the intensity. To make sure the edges are nice and soft, I'm going to take a fluffy brush just to blend out the edges, and then I'm going to take that black shade we used earlier and I'm going to line my waterline or my lash line and then blend the edge of that out as well, just kind of like what we did with the crease. And then I'm taking a black pencil, this one's Urban Decay 0, and I'm going to line my waterline. Now I'm going to create my wing, so to do that I'm using the Makeup Forever ink liner. I'm going to flick it outwards, bring it inwards, and then slowly bring it in towards the inner corners. And then to make sure that our wing is extra sharp as a knife, I'm going to take a concealer brush that's very stiff and small so we can get right in there. It's very precise, and just clean up the edges. Doing the same thing with the other eye. And now for the fun part, I'm going to take this glitter adhesive. The glitter and the glitter adhesive are from Violet Voss, and this is in NYE. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it right on top of the adhesive, and it's going to be a little messy at first because it's not going to be exactly where you want it. A little bit of flecks are going to go above and below it, so I'm taking a pencil brush and I'm cleaning it up, and then I'm going back in with the black just to make sure that it doesn't get on the black liner. I'm also going to do the inner corners, so I'm doing the adhesive first and then I'm going to use the glitter right in the inner corners. You want to make sure that you're using a cosmetic grade glitter because real glitter that is not made for your eyes can get really... Now I'm just going to coat my lashes with some mascara and get them ready for some balm falsies. These falsies are amazing. I have been using them every day in my Snapchat Get Ready With Me. That's all you see. I took them to Houston. I'm here right now and this is all I'm using. These are Vamptress from Violet Voss. So I have a tip for you guys. I always used to have lopsided lashes and it was so annoying, but I figured out a way to make them go on to the center. So what I do is take my tweezers and grab the lash right in the center, pop it on to the center of the lash line, and then attach one side at a time. Here I am applying a little bit of mascara to the tips of the real lashes, and then I mesh the real and false lash together with the tweezers, or sometimes I use my finger. And now I'm just going to highlight my face, like the high points of my face. and right underneath my under eyes because it tends to get darker around this area even though I put foundation. So I'm going to go right underneath my eyes, the top of my nose, center of my brow, and my chin. Here I'm just blending it out with my beauty blender, and I'm going to do a little bit of baking just so that my contour, my cheek contour, could look extra defined. And to do that, I take my translucent powder and I apply it right underneath the contour so it looks extra defined. And then this is the Smashbox contour palette, and I'm taking those two darker shades and running it alongside the nose and at the tip just so that it looks more structured. I'm taking off a little bit of that baking powder, and then I realized, hold on, I haven't put on any powder, so I dip my powder brush into the Kat Von D powder, which by the way makes your skin look extra super flawless and smooth. And then I went back into that contour shade and contoured my cheekbones and temples, also right around the hairline, so everything looks more defined and a little more structured. So now I'm just going to contour along the jawline and underneath the chin. Your jawline has a natural shadow, just follow that shadow and deepen it up as much as you need to. I'm doing right along the jawline and underneath the chin area, and I feel like my double chin has been growing and growing, and that's just because of my eating habits. Doing this really helps out, and it makes your face like, it drops you down a couple pounds. I'm just saying. I feel like it definitely works. And then when I'm highlighting, I like to use the Manica Dar powder that I just showed you guys, but I also dip my brush into the banana powder from Anastasia, and that also helps with brightening the under eyes. So I do this to the under eyes and right around the mouth because it tends to get darker in this area, and then I just go on the top of the bridge of the nose. For the blush today, I'm going to be using the Tarte Amazonian Clay Fearless blush. It's like a pinky coral shade, and I'm going to apply it with a stippling brush because I like how the bristles are not as close together, so it like lightly, evenly applies the blush without it being like super intense. So then I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury highlighter and I'm just going to do the tops of my cheekbones, the tip of the nose, and right on the Cupid's bow. For the lips, I'm going to use this mauve shade. This is the Tartiste lip liner in Latergram, and I'm going to kind of overline my lips a little bit just so they look a little bit more fuller and plumper. And then I'm going to use Namaste, which is a really pretty nude shade, and the liquid lipstick is super velvety and smooth. I love the way it feels. And this is basically the entire look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you missed my last two videos, don't forget to check them out. They're going to be down there for you guys. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already so you can stay updated with my videos. And most importantly, have a happy and safe new year. I love all of you guys so much. And until the next video, bye dollies.